Hello, I'm talking to you. This is Goddess of Science Physics, and I'm Mrs. Bolden. And today we're going to start talking about waves. But strangely, we're not talking about waves like ocean waves right off the bat. We're going to actually start talking about a pendulum and the vibration of a pendulum. Okay, so a couple of terms we need to get off the table right off the bat. So the first one is a vibration. It's a repeated back and forth motion about an equilibrium position. So if you think about the pendulum of a grandfather clock, the equilibrium position would be straight down, and that's what it would be if it weren't swinging back and forth. But when the pendulum starts, you bring it out to the side, and then it comes back to that equilibrium position, and then it moves through that and then comes back to the other side and then just swings back and forth. So that's considered a vibration. A wave is a disturbance that's transmitted from place to place without actually transporting matter. Whoa, really? Absolutely true. So when you see a wave coming, like if you're in a boat, if you're sitting on the shore and a boat goes by, the molecules that are disrupted out by the boat as it goes by are not the actual water molecules that lap at your toes when the wave finally gets to shore. So we'll talk more about that in another episode. So the main idea here is the period of the pendulum depends only on the length of the pendulum and the acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So, a simple pendulum, anyone can make one, is just a stone tied to the end of a string. And when you hold the string end of the thing and then move the stone to one side, you've made yourself a pendulum. How crazy, huh? I bet y'all are just waiting to do that this weekend. Excuse me. So the period of a pendulum is the time it takes to do one back and forth swing of the pendulum. Period is a time, which kind of makes sense because at the high school we have periods, different periods during the day, 4 of them to be honest. So period is a length of time, and the same thing when we're talking about pendulums, period is the time of the back and forth swing. So back when we started talking about time and we were using a lowercase t, I told you that you can't use an uppercase T because uppercase T means something else. Well, this is the other thing that it means. Uppercase T is used to represent a very specific time, and that would be called the period of a pendulum. So uppercase T is where you're going with that. And the unit of the period is in seconds. And Galileo, because he had a lot of time on his hands, said that the mass doesn't change, the mass of the pendulum doesn't change the period of the pendulum, only the length of the pendulum changes that. Okay, thanks for joining me. Have a great day.